We live in a reality which is made up of duality. The reality that we have that faces us is made up of a duality, and that duality might look like complete opposites. It's a polarity. It's one cannot exist without the other. And that's what reality is really made up. And each and every person has a different reality. Gosh, what can take our attention away from crisis one minute till the next thing, it's a movie star the next minute. So there's many things can draw us in. And sometimes, as I have experienced, when you step into those threads, you know, that come up on Facebook, where there's perhaps a bit of difference of opinions, of points of views, who's right and who's wrong and who's to blame and who said this. And that's what we love sometimes as a human being, as a species, is just getting involved in this. We love to give our point of view and our opinion and who's right and who done this. And that's how we sort of live, isn't it? Denzel Washington had said, you know, in your moments of glory, be mindful because the devil will step in. And we can see this as, if it was in biblical sense, as the devil, or as we refer to it sometimes as the ego, or our darkness, or that bit of us that's not the nicest part of us, but that's part and parcel of being the human as well. We are all spiritual, divine beings, but that part is still with us, and it will be with us until the day and hour we evacuate or leave our own bodies. When you get a bit back, sometimes people don't agree with this because, as one person replied, you can continue to live in your world, Evelyn McAleer, and we will hold him accountable. And like everyone else, I too come up against the odd remark, the odd hit, and that's the part too where our ego will either, you know, bring us down to that place. But in those words that we will hold you accountable, which we do hold people accountable. If I choose to hold someone accountable, will I nominate someone to hold me accountable? Is it okay just for me to keep holding someone accountable for their actions and for me not to be accountable? As a coach, people come to me for accountability, to keep people on track, to keep them going where it is that they wish to go. When you judge another, you don't define them, you define yourself. When I judge on someone else, it's not them that I'm defining, it's myself. And do I step into judgment? Of course I do. Because I also have the human part, the ego part, and it comes in and thinking, Evelyn, you're defining yourself. What is this about yourself that isn't, you know, sitting well? And we have to file tax returns, do our end of years. We have accountability to governments with speeding and all of those things. There's accountability there, because if you don't abide by them, well, there you go. There's your penalty points. There's your fine. There's all these other things that will come for against that. But if I choose, I think, to step in and hold people accountable for their existence, for their actions, well then who will I choose? Who will I nominate? Keep me accountable. That if I don't behave in a certain manner befitting to you, if I don't speak in a manner befitting to you, if something offends you that I do, well, there you go. I'm wide open for accountability. Nothing goes amiss. And in the moment of glory, be mindful, because that ego will step in. It doesn't take people that long just to be knocked off a pedestal, and people are like vultures. They're hanging around in the background just to jump in. Just it's like a carcass wanting to pick up something, to pinpoint something, to point something out to you. We all falter and we slip and we fall and we do things in life, and we all have a past. Who hasn't got a past? But what gives us the right ourselves to stand in judgment of anyone else? Find that we'll sit round a kitchen table and have the country to talk about in not such a good way. Is my life that squeaky clean? Have I not done anything in my life? Well, God, maybe it's not as bad as what they have done. Someone is doing great work and they're excelling fabulously in their business and whatever they're doing, and they had a photograph with a well-known person. But underneath their caption was, if you don't know the right people, you're not going anywhere. And that in itself says enough. If you don't know the right people, you're not going nowhere. I mean, what is that to say to people? That you're nothing? You're nobody? Because you don't have a yacht? Because you don't have a mansion? Because you're not earning millions? Is that what that's to say? You're nobody. I want to tell you now, you are somebody. You are something. You are absolute perfection. And the only thing that has held any of us back in life is those trait of thoughts, those beliefs, those judging on other people's lives when we should have been concentrating on our own lives. All blame is a waste of time, no matter how much fault that you find with another, and regardless of how much you blame them, it will not change you. The only thing that blame is to do is to keep the focus of you, and when you are looking for external reasons to explain your unhappiness or frustration, you may succeed in making another feel guilty about something by blaming them, but you won't succeed in changing whatever it is about you that is making you unhappy. Like, these are amazing words, and they're spoken probably, obviously, from experience. People's had to live that to experience it, first of all, to say, this served me no good at all, blaming people for why my life is the way it is. And that self-sabotage, I see a lot of people that are on the cusp of their dreams becoming their reality, and we will self-sabotage every time. The ego will step in. Who are you? You're not good enough. They have more qualifications than you. They're prettier than you. They know how to use social media. You don't. Who would buy it? Who would come to you? That ego will step in. Now, so you see it as the devil or the darkness. Be mindful of that, because it will find nooks and crooks and crannies to slip in and hold you back.